A swamp overlaps two contiguous counties, Arlington and Burlington. One-third of the swamp lies in Arlington. One-third of Burlington is comprised of the swamp. And Arlington is one-third as large as Burlington. What part of Arlington is comprised of the swamp? It's a challenge, middle grades problem. We're going to solve this problem visually, but first let's try to understand the question. We have two adjacent or contiguous counties, Arlington and Burlington, and there's a swamp that overlaps both counties. And we know a few things, a few facts about the two counties and the swamp involved. And these are the three facts that we're going to use to find the answer to the final question. What part of Arlington is comprised of the swamp? So let's try to represent these facts given in the question pictorially. So the first fact is this: one-third of the swamp lies in Arlington. That tells me two-thirds of the swamp lies in Burlington. And if this is one-third of the swamp, that's in Arlington, A stands for Arlington, and two-thirds of the swamp lie in Burlington, B stands for Burlington. One part in Arlington, two parts in Burlington, and this whole thing is my swamp. Now, this statement tells me one-third of Burlington, let's erase that. One-third of Burlington is comprised of the swamp. One-third of Burlington is comprised of the swamp. So this is only a third of Burlington. If what you see here is a third of Burlington, Burlington should have altogether 6 squares, because 2 is one-third of 6. So now I have Burlington. Burlington altogether will have to have 6 squares. 2 of them form the swamp. So that's the second one. The third line, Arlington is one-third as large as Burlington. So if Burlington has 6 squares, Arlington must have 2, because Arlington is one-third as large as Burlington. Okay, we're almost there. Arlington is one-third as large as Burlington. Let's put one-third here. Whatever this is, Burlington is one part and Arlington is one-third. That's what we mean by one-third. Now, the last part of the question says, what part of Arlington is comprised of the swamp? Well, Arlington has 2 squares and one of them is the swamp. So the answer should be half of Arlington is comprised of the swamp. So my final answer is half.